side. And again, these are humpback whales, just like the ones we saw before. I've been seeing some really great activity from these whales in the last few months.
They were
the last few days especially too. I'm sure you guys got a really good look at those tails there and noticed that they were all a little bit different. Our humpback whale tails are kind of like fingerprints. They have different markings and some are a little bit more white than the other. If you guys want to be your own citizen scientist, you can take some photos of those whale tails and upload them to a site called happywhale.com. So you can try to identify the humpback whales that you are seeing today. And sometimes if you get a good photo and you upload it onto the site and the whales have not been identified or named, you can even name them yourself. These whales can pretty much reach almost the full size of our boat here, which is about 64 feet long. They're about mid-size baleen whales. So there's some baleen whales that get even bigger than the humpbacks that we're seeing, even though they're quite massive. If you get a good look at their pectoral fins, which are kind of their arms, you can get a general idea of how long these whales are. The pectoral fins of humpback whales are about a third of the size of their total body. There it is again. There's one of them, or two of them, just off to our 11 o'clock. Are baleen whales. So there are two types of whales. There are toothed whales and baleen whales. Baleen whales don't have teeth like we do. They have an organic structure. It's kind of like a broom. And basically what happens is they take a big gulp of water, about a swimming pool size, for another tail right there. And then they take that water and all the fish, all the krill, and then they push that out with their muscles of their tongue. They push all the water out, so they just get all the yummy food. There's another tail. And the lighting is just so perfect for this right now. You can also see the kind of slick spot that they make on top of the water as they push their bodies down under the surface. They're using so much force that they create a nice little still spot. But because these are baleen whales, they have two blowholes, whereas toothed whales have one. It's because our humpbacks were once land mammals. So they had nostrils just like us, and then over time, their nostrils moved up to the top of their bodies. We also have toothed whales in our channels too. We have some transient orcas that pass through, as well as dolphins. Dolphins are indeed whales. have been lucky enough to see these whales breaching when we were kind of coming up on them, but humpback whales love to breach, and they love to do things like peck slap and also do something called tail lobbing. And they also love to check out our boat and come close sometimes if they're feeling adventurous. But they're very social.
It is.
They're one of the most acrobatic whales. We don't really know why they breach. They could be doing so to kind of scratch an itch, get some parasites off of their bodies. And again, up at that is a ginormous whale. They could also breach to have some fun or to communicate with other whales or other animals in the channel or boats. And there they are, just so close to the boat. We're going to hang out here for just a few more minutes. We're going to make sure that we're not harming them by moving forward or anything. And we also want to get one more look at their loops.
Yeah. I'm so stoked right now.
On the bow crossing.
Oh my god.
Tail.
Oh my god.
You can really see how their tails are different from one another. Another tail coming up at our 1 o'clock. And we're going to take that as a really great wave goodbye.
Yeah.
There's some awesome looks. And